Nah, not sweaty enough. Ooh, this one's, no, that one was sweaty. Still not gross enough. I've got to have a dirtier head out there. Pretty dirty old rocky head. This one actually ain't too bad, so I'm not sure why it's even out here. Be kind, daggone, it's a stinky one. Oh, look at this old. Well, there we go. Just an old cringy, disgusting hat for you. For the people who, I don't know what's the matter with you. I think you're trying to be the next Wisconsin lady, but the way you chuck that deuce like that, you must be from East Consins. Oh, man. I don't know. There's some parts of this that I don't think I'm doing perfectly. Oh, and speaking of that roof boot, they actually didn't glue that elbow. So I was able to just take it off, slide that boot down, and put it back on. Which seems to be sealed pretty good. I popped the siding out to get that flashing under it. I still gotta put my flashing on that side of the chimney and glue it all down. That flashing doesn't look right to me for some reason, but, and my water lines aren't. I don't know, dude. I would be 1000% lying if I said that this isn't starting to mess with my psyche a little bit. I mean, here it is. It's 4:45. And I haven't done a single thing like for myself, nor have I picked up this camera. This is the very first time, so for some reason in my mind, the vlogging was going to be easier being home, working on my own terms, on my own roof, on my own house. But, no. I'm very motivated, and I'm very good at the policing myself and holding myself accountable. Like, if I have something to do, I'm not one of those guys that's like, well, I'm doing this on my own terms, so I can go as slow as I want. I'm like, well, I gotta keep going, gotta get this done. And I'm going like dirt ball slow, like sad slow. You would think that I'd be moving a little bit faster than this, but you'd think wrong for sure. Anyway, I need to shift gears because the next thing that I need to do is start doing some of the work on the vehicle. So I got some parts that I need to order, and I think I'm gonna take the little guy down to the parts store real quick. Hello. Oh, you got to drop off? Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. But yeah, gotta go and what is it? Oh, Taco Tuesday, baby. Woo. I don't know why she just doesn't. I don't know. It's funny because like I'll get online and talk shit about people who have companies bring their groceries, and click to the next scene, and I'm like accepting a delivery from somebody, whatever, dude. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know, man. This is starting to. I'm getting in my head a little bit. I need to get out of it. Need to get out of my head a little bit. Get out the funk. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because there's no natural sunlight. Take a man's skylights out, and you've taken the man's whole. I don't know what I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Buddy, you want to go to the parts store with me? You want to go get some parts for a super secret project? Hey, do you like broccoli? Yes. Yes. Ew, no, that's so yucky. Hey, do you want to go to the parts store with Daddy? Yes or no? You wanna go for a ride with Dad? He wants to go. He said, yeah, bro. My phone must have cut out a little bit. You gotta love the little dude's Chucks, bro. I like your shoes, bro. Is that the UPS guy? Hey, go on. Steady getting packages. Can Daddy grab the package? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me lately, but I know what will fix it. And that is always just spending some quality time with my little buddy. And more importantly, well, I don't want to say more importantly, but just as important, going and grabbing some parts for this secret project. Being able to do this for our boys makes me very excited. Like, I'm very pleased about that. So I think those two things combined will help me get in a better mood. Let's go get in the truck, buddy, okay? And it's okay, it's just a UPS guy. UPS. United Postal Services. I think that's what that stands for, right? Yeah. I'm glad to see that they did start a GoFundMe for this lady that the foundation fell through on her house behind me. And they were out there today starting on it. But I have to think that that's part of my funk. And the older I get, the more I focus on my mental health and take it a lot more serious. And when I start getting a little funk like I've been getting in the last few days, like, I'm aware of it, hyper aware of it. And I just want to get to the bottom of it and do something to offset that. Like I said, this has taken me a lot longer than I thought it would. Plus, I'm a mover, right? I'm a mover shaker, if you will. I went from putting hundreds and hundreds of miles on the road daily, and then coming home and still doing things, to barely doing anything. I mean, I still got up this morning and took the boys to school, which I feel like it's only right. And she seemed really relieved whenever because I don't think she thought I was going to actually still get up. They didn't have school yesterday, obviously, because of Veterans Day. But today, I went ahead and got up. I went upstairs. She was up there getting ready for work herself. And I said, hey, just so you know, I'm up and still going to take the boys to school. And she was like, oh, thank God. But I'm like, thank God for myself, because I got to get out of the house. Speaking of the boys, there they are right there. I swear if that boy's hair ain't cut. What the fuck? Did they still not cut it? Did they cut it? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. Speaking of the boys, I'll roll your window back up, buddy, sorry. What a weird story. So, I get a call like an hour after I dropped the boys off at school. And, it's from the school, which immediately alarms, like, parents, you know, when you get a call from school, you're like, oh God. And I answer it, and she's like, hey, this is teacher so-and-so. I'm like, she went, no, everything's okay. Both your boys are okay, everything's fine. But we got a call from the health department that they found your son's wallet over there, which I'm thinking the older one, who actually has his permit, getting ready to get his license, getting ready to get this secret Dodge. I think I can quit joking around and not saying the name, right? Nah, I'll play it a little bit longer. But so I say his name, and they're like, no, the other one. And I'm like, okay, well, number one, I know he has a wallet, but he doesn't have like any kind of identification yet. He has a Cash App card and like a football card and stuff like that. So then, obviously, that's a very confusing thing. And so I'm like, all right, well, what's next? And she said, well, call the health department. They said they're going to hold it at the front desk for you. And I believe it's the one downtown. And so then I'm starting to, like, trying to backtrack in my head and figure out when the last time we even went to that side of town. I haven't been to that side of town in a long time. So then I'm kind of irritated. And I'm like, what is my son doing? Right. the story gets even better. So I tell my wife, and she goes to pick him up from school, and I said, have a talk to him about it. Get to the bottom of this, because she's the same as me. She's like, there's got to be a story behind this. So anyway, she talks to him, gets nowhere. He comes home. I get off the roof for a minute to talk to him myself, and I'm like, hey, dude, what's going on? Did you lose your wallet and didn't want to tell us? And he was like, no, Dad, I had it yesterday when I was going to go try to get my hair cut, but they didn't have room to get him in yesterday. That's why he just walked over today. But so he's like, no, Dad, I don't understand that. It makes no sense to me. And I'm like, well, if I wasn't so busy on the roof, I'd go down to the health department and try to grab your wallet. So here's where the story gets even crazier. I go back to work on the roof. He goes down to his room to play games or whatever. Then he comes back out and he hollers up on the roof at me. He's like, Dad, my wallet's right here. It was in my room where I always keep it. What? So I'm like, then why would what? So why would the health department call the school claiming to have my son's wallet? None of it made sense. None of it made sense. But anyway, back to my mental health, because that's not helping, right? I'm like, at heart, I get the most joy out of doing things for others. I love being able to help people out and just giving people gifts, helping people in any way that I can. Like this whole project, and I'll go ahead and just say it, because I feel like it's hidden inside of a unassuming video. But the vehicle that we got our son is in fact a 2014 Dodge Charger, and it is sick, dude. It's like that dark blue, like midnight blue, and tinted windows. It's got the factory dual exhaust. It's got the cool little LED wraparound tail light. I'll throw a little picture right here of it, but we're gonna go in here. Me and the little guy are gonna go in here and order the couple parts that's needed for it, and that's what I need to refuel myself, right? My mental health, where I'm kind of bummed out, because that makes me so excited, dude, the fact that we can do this. But let's go in here and order these parts. And tomorrow, like I said, if I wasn't so busy with this roof, I would have went and figured out. I would have went to the health department and found out whose wallet they have. It's hard to believe that the health department and the school both would be in on some weird. I mean, it'd be one if it was like one of his buddies calling. It'd be like, okay, yeah, good prank. But the health department and the school, it's just odd. Anyway, make sure I don't have too gross of a hat on to go in here and do this. I mean, do people not realize, speaking of doing things for people, that gift card's still on the floorboard of my truck. By the way, that made it to the person that I feel should have gotten it. She said she was going to use it for Christmas shopping, so that's awesome. But anyway, like, people don't realize that I would put on a sweaty hat to work on my roof. Yeah, of course I put on a nasty hat to work on my roof. Just that, I don't know about these people, that their thought process of like leaving a comment like, oh, I'm going to tell this guy how nasty his hat is. Okay, come on, buddy. How's it going, sir?
How's it going, man? How are you?
I am all right. I need to order some parts. I'm assuming you don't just carry it. But I need an oil cooler.
Okay.
It's for a 2014 Dodge Charger.
Okay. Need the oil cooler?
Yes, sir. And there's supposed to be an aluminum one or a plastic one, and I hear the aluminum one's the better one to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for our 17-year-old son, I would have got one with a Hemi in it or something. But
Right.
that V6 got plenty of power, actually.
Yeah, they do.
Scary enough, yeah.
Yeah.
I may have tested it out. I don't know.
I got the aluminum one in stock too.
Sick, you have it here?
Yep.
Okay, how much is that?
$308.99. That's the whole thing.
$308.
It comes with all the.
I also need brakes, like the pads for the front and back, Well, I'm sorry. Pads and rotors for the front. Yeah, the back ones were fine. So, I guess I was hoping to, I don't know, I guess in my mind, because I figured it would be a part that you'd have to order, and it would take a minute to get in, and I could discuss with her, you know, going in on it. And she also has my new credit card with her, so that's fantastic. So this is coming directly out of the account. That's all right, though, ain't it, buddy? Here, you want to say hi?
Teddy white dog.
I need your cute face to get some views, buddy. You get all the views.
Teddy white.
Share some of the views, buddy.
Teddy brown.
Teddy brown. I'm telling you, dude. To get me some chunks like that, dude, is crispy.
Teddy white. Teddy
Hey,
white.
what are you gonna carry this or the brakes?
Teddy.
Chachi, you gotta help Daddy carry some of the parts out of here.
Teddy.
You can carry the brakes, buddy. Okay. Well, those are pretty heavy too, buddy. Can you?
Teddy.
Do you see anything you want?
Sit there and ring my phone off the hook for 10 minutes.
Teddy brown.
Actually, I look forward to wrenching too and doing some of this, man. I enjoy working on stuff like that, especially this. Man, Christmas is right around the corner, huh, buddy?
Front brakes, brake pads, oil cooler, and oil filter housing.
Car will be brand new. Other than the windshield, that was the only other thing wrong with it. We already had that replaced in it, but it's gonna be a nice birthday or a Christmas present for our teenage boy.
Okay. How old is he? 16?
Well, 17. He's
17.
just turned 17. Yeah.
First car?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I know, right? Like whenever I was a kid, that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I worked my tail off all summer long.
Yeah.
Bought my first car myself. I paid $1,000 for it.
That's what kind of worries you, is because they, you know, they kind of lose the value of stuff if you just
Right.
hand it to them. But he's had a hard one, man, and I don't know.
I got you.
Hopefully it works out for him.
All right, so it's going on a card, man.
Yeah.
All right, $396.81. Go ahead whenever you're ready. Are you doing a YouTube video or something?
Yeah, I apologize. I should have said
Oh,
I was, but it's just
no.
filming me at
Oh,
this
you're
point.
good, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta offset some of that cost a little bit. I've been vlogging for every day for 100 days, man.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's, well, I'm going toward 100, but today's 69.
Right.
Well,
What's your channel, buddy?
The Gotcha Man, well, that was a cool dude. He picked up on what I was, he sniffed me out. He said, "Are you making a YouTube video?" I was like, "Yeah." He helped me carry the parts out and was talking to me. He's like, "Man, I've got a ton of like hunting videos, like hunting vlogs and stuff that I've just never posted." I'm like, "Dude, there's no time like right now, post it." I said, "Matter of fact," I said, "post it and then hit me up and let me know that you posted it, and I'll share the channel for you and help you get going." Super cool guy, man. So I have the brakes, the rotors, because the rotors had the little shimmy shim in them. I got the oil cooler, which is a whole assembly, I guess. It's the oil cooler, and it's the thing where you put the oil filter in, because it's one of those engines that it's out on the top, which is kind of strange. Which I think I may take a break from this roof thing and go pick that car up tomorrow. And I would do it over at the shop over there, but I don't want to be in those guys' way. That they're still running the shop while I'm going, and I don't want to be in their way. I may take the boys to school. That's what I'll do. I'll take the boys to school in the morning to help her out again, and I'll go pick up the old Charger. But yeah, let's shift gears a little bit, man. Let's do something different. I also want to get the van out one day this week. I keep saying I'm going to do that. I think that's what's messing with my head, is I'm on this stupid roof for how many freaking days, dude? When did I start this thing? Last? Huh? When did I start the roof, buddy? Wednesday? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing this since Wednesday. Unreal, dude. Tomorrow will be a whole entire week. That's why that's why my head is where it is, but it looks all right. That guy was like, what was it? Oh, man. But anyway, I guess I just appreciate you guys being here too for me to vent, because I was really in a bad mood when I first clicked this camera on. I'm just sick of this crap, man. But also, hey, I'll stop by the health department too and find out what wallet they got. And I wonder if they have my old wallet that I lost like 2 years ago. I know that sounds far-fetched, but I lost my wallet like 2 years ago, but it had my son's social security card in it, which would have had his first middle initial and last name on it. And maybe they assume, I don't know. I don't know. It's a kind of a crazy mystery for sure. But I definitely didn't expect to just spend $400 on that, man. I am going broke quick. Like, hey, make sure the Wisconsin ladies listening. Listen, I may have to start e-begging again. Between the $350 from dropping my cell phone and then this $400 that I just spent on this car, $700 is a lot for me. Like I say, and Got's got my new credit card, which had literally like $700 left on it. I don't want to max it out necessarily, but it'd have been a lot better than just using the only cash that I had left. But it is what it is, man. I feel better doing that than what I do doing this stinking roof, man. So anyway, let's get in here and see what else I can talk to you guys about real quick. I definitely want to spend time with this guy. Thank you for coming to the store with me, Bubba. How come you wouldn't carry the brakes? Did you not want to carry nothing? Man, we got to clean up all that Halloween stuff still. Still ain't done it, bro. Still ain't done it, bro.
Single bell.
Single bell away. And one horse open sleigh. Hey! Here, Daddy, open it. Oh, well, no, you got it. You opened it upside down, but that's okay. What do you want to draw? You draw, and me and your brothers are going to play basketball. Basketball, I hope.
Did you go down there? The health clinic?
To the health department?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to go tomorrow, though, figure out what the heck's going
I don't know
on.
what that is.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let me move this truck real quick. Yeah, this is what I need. Play some basketball with my two sons, man, while my other son draws whatever his heart desires with chalk. Sometimes that's all you need, man. You get in a weird headspace. Just spend some time with your family. You know, if it's something you enjoy, which I obviously do. But, and you know what? I may just go ahead and cut it off here. The vlog doesn't have to be long to be good, but love you guys. You know the drill. Pay the truck off, baby. Woo! I love the fact that somebody hates it as much as she hates my greasy hat. Well, whatever.